Today on Drawbli,
we're looking at the art of Hicham Habchi. So you might recognize some of the characters in this JPEG.
Yeah, this is from Love, Death, and Robots, I think?
Yes.
Okay.
This artist is a character designer who has worked on some stunningly prominent IP. So I'm really excited to get to look at their art, and they've posted a lot of their design progress. You can see like early iterations of characters that we'll know, and it'll be really interesting to see this.
Okay, so this is probably from the same episode. And if I remember right, they fight like a cyborg bear or something?
They do fight like a cyborg bear, yes. It's really crazy. It's one of the really cool episodes from that season. Yeah.
All of them are kind of gory.
Yeah.
But the drawing over here, I love this. I love this person's style so much so far. This is really cool to see.
Yes. They're working on something called the multiverse that, from what I can gather, is going to involve a lot of cross between a lot of different characters.
Okay.
So we're getting little clues of that here. You'll see a multiversus. Maybe it's a game.
It sounds like a fighting game.
Yeah.
Multiverses.
Yeah. So I'm really interested to see what comes out of that. If maybe something's already out and I just don't know. But
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of games out there.
Yeah. Here you can see they were part of the design work for designing Echo.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We can see early
Love
iterations
all the hairstyles.
of hair. Yes, I think that's so amazing. Because Echo ended up being like one of the most cool like designs for a character. I think a lot of people really, really like that design. And it's not like they just drew that the first time and said, we did it. Like, of course it had many possible ways it could have gone.
Yeah, they're redesigns of the characters because they're originally from the video game League of Legends. Their twist on those designs was really nice. They did a fantastic job, in my opinion, translating the designs but still making them feel like the original characters.
Not to mention like attack sequences and how
I
they
love this kind of
move.
stuff.
Yeah, because that's all a unique design element as well.
Yeah, something I've been really interested in is like VFX. It's like stuff like this, like energy or like dash marks, things that indicate some kind of special effect, like impact, like that kind of stuff. Seeing how other artists are drawing that really interests me right now.
Yeah, for sure. They worked on some Mega Man IP.
Yeah, this was for Secret Level. We saw this.
Oh yeah, we did.
This was another anthology series similar to Love, Death, and Robots, but they're all based on video games. There was a Pac-Man one.
Pac-Man one was crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah. There's
a lot of them, and I would recommend checking it out if that sounds up your alley. It probably is, but the Mega Man one was very short, I remember.
It was short.
But yeah, they did a fantastic job with the design. It's cool to see the iterations of that here. Like a more organic version in the bottom right versus more mechanical.
Yeah, finding that. They worked on some Akali skins as well, some design here, which is for something called True Damage. That would be so cool to get to work on an existing character and create like new clothing and designs for them.
Oh yeah. I mean, doing skins for characters would be super fun in my opinion. I mean, I've done it myself. I would love to be a part of that design process. I've been a part of the production process, but not the design. But yeah, the ideation phase is so fun.
It would be, I think so. I would struggle with it a little bit. Anytime I see a Sailor Moon redraw challenge, I gotta include it.
And this one's really unique too.
Yeah, I know these are all from 5 years ago, but I didn't see all of them 5 years ago.
I mean, there's a lot of them to see.
Not everybody probably did, so I always love to include that.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, this one's animated. That's amazing.
Yes, something I thought was really fun about this artist was a lot of their work has little mini animations. So you said you like those VFX pieces. Here it is, brought to life.
Yeah, it's like this magical like flame and then electricity popping.
Lethal.
Yeah, that's so cool. And then I also love how they're including like bounced light in a couple areas here and there, like on the wrists, on the clothing.
Yeah. Good point.
Very cool.
I like, again, they did this in the last image too, but have this barred like window light effect on the character. I think that adds so much interest versus just like a splash of like soft lighting.
It also tells us a lot about the character. You know, it adds to their like nefariousness.
Like they're in a dim room that's lit only by a handful of windows.
Clearly up to no good.
Yes, obviously with a little like demon ogre monkey on his back.
I hate a demon ogre monkey.
Right, it looks like it's not up to any good.
I love those hands. They're so big and chunky. Super cool design.
This is cool. I love the color design for this. It's almost like more of a hot pink with the blue. I think that's really pretty. And I like that the ledge he's sitting on is just these little few strokes of a spider web. Just little things like that really appeal to me. This was for an actual cover work that they did, it looks like,
really?
at one time.
Oh, yeah. You can see the ISBN down there.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah, Batgirls #2 for DC. Very cool. Yeah, I really like this person's style. Not like, I do like their rendering style, but like their forms that they create are really nice. I have seen this Batman design before, but I think I've seen it sculpted 3D.
Nice.
So I think, clearly pulled inspiration from this.
Samurai Batman.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Batman is basically kind of like a samurai. He doesn't work with guns, really, so...
That's the one defining feature that I think of with a samurai. Doesn't use guns, but gets the guys. Gets into
the big fights.
Hey, you're not wrong. I don't know what this character's from, but I do recognize him.
He looks like Asterix, which is a old, like, French
I think you're right.
comic.
I think that's who it is, but
My
like
dad
a modern,
bought a lot of those.
modern version.
Yeah, because in the comics he's very cartoony, like has a round nose and stuff.
Yeah, I really appreciate the like keeping of the sketch lines in. I'm a big fan of that myself, so I feel like there's just so much fun energy in a sketch, and keeping that in when you paint is really,
that's something we've
really
talked
nice
about before too, is like how do you translate the energy of a sketch into refined line work without losing that fun energy.
This is crazy.
Isn't this cool?
I think they used Live 2D here probably, which is a program that you can use to animate, flat stuff. But you can use it to like set up a grid for something like a sphere, like a head, and have it somewhat kind of twist. Obviously you can't get it to revolve around in 3D space because it doesn't have the information, but you can do like little things like this.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more of this kind of stuff too in like splash screen art, and of course as VTubers become more and more of a thing, like to an advanced level, but not quite like this. This is so cool. And I just wanted to plug at the end here, because why not?
Why not?
He does have an art book out. It looks like maybe it's been out for a minute, but I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good market success.
I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
We always include the link to check out more artwork from the artist below. So if you've seen any of our videos and have thought, I need to see more from that artist, including this one, go check it out.
And if you want to see even more cool artists in the future, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below.
And this is the part where we say Goomba.